Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator, actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. This is part 5 of Let's Play Umineko When They Cry. What's up, Aniki? Nothing. I just wanted to ask her something. Ooh? Tell me too. Tell me too. Hmm? What could George Nissan be asking Kumasawa-san, and not me, I wonder? I don't have a clue. No, it's a misunderstanding. Not that I know what you're misunderstanding. Aniki was getting pretty tongue-tied. It was almost as though he felt guilty about something, and Jessica knew exactly what he was worried about. At any rate, it's no fun if Jessica gets to know about it, and not me. Hey, Maria. It looks like we're the only two out of the loop, right? Don't you want to know what they're talking about? Ooh. We want to know too. We want to know too. Ooh. I fooled around while oohing together with Maria. No, I'm telling you. It's no big deal. Liar. I'm surprised you tell such a terrible lie, Aniki. Confess. Maria, you tickle his right side, I'll tickle his left. Ooh. I've got his right side, Battler's got his left. Ooh. Wait a second. Wait, you too. Stop. Maria and I played around, chasing George and Nikki as he tried to escape, rolling on the bed. I realize high schoolers aren't supposed to bounce around like kittens, but I still missed this kind of fun. A warm, cozy kind of fun. Haha, George D-san, what were you asking Kumasawa-san? Hmm? Well, I've got a good guess. It's been a year since last time you visited the head family. Who knows what servants might have come and gone during that time? Either way, it looks like he'd like to go and say hi. Ooh? Say hi? I want to say hi too. What the hell? That's nothing to feel guilty about, Aniki. Hmm? I'm not buying it. Maria, don't be fooled. Aniki's still hiding something. More torture! Rah. So stop it, seriously. Maria-chan, you too, stop already. She's probably busy cleaning or getting lunch ready. Don't worry, she'll drop by to say hi sooner or later. Heh, I bet you'd rather been welcomed in by Shannon instead of that nosy Goda. Shannon? Shannon? Yeah, I remember a girl with that name. Is she still a servant? How's she doing? By the way, Natsui-Nissan, how's your headache been lately? It seemed pretty serious before. I have been much better lately. Thank you for your concern. Oh, right. Here. A present for you, Natsui-ni-san. Thank you very much. I'm always receiving gifts from you. Is this black tea? It's herb tea with peppermint and lemon balm. It's a blend from a well-known store, and it's supposed to be good for headaches. I thought it might help you too. Rosa was always a conscientious woman, probably because she was the youngest of the four, and much younger than the other three. She managed to grow up without having gained the venomous nature of her siblings. Her kind words to Natsui to soften her expression for just a moment. But it wasn't enough to melt her stony gaze, hardened as it was by long years of mental stress. Come to think of it, you're always complaining about those headaches. Pull yourself together. Jessica-chan has her exams this year, right? That's going to be a turning point in her life. Will she really be able to rely on you as mother if you're like that? Besides, Natsui-ni-san, you're 3 years younger than me. You should get your act together. I apologize. I've had a tendency for headaches all my life. Even under normal circumstances, Ava sometimes failed to choose her words carefully, but her comments aimed at Natsui contained shards of obvious malice, though she hid it with a smile. Of course, the fact didn't escape Natsui. She frantically contained her urge to grimace and pretended to ignore Ava. Our Battler-kun will have his exams this year too. Rudolph-san, shouldn't you be a little concerned as well? Well, for the sake of your own son, you'd better get serious to the point of having headaches like Natsui-ni-san. If I say anything, he automatically rebels. So what should I say? Should I say the opposite, that it's okay for him to mess around? That's probably the only way I could get him to listen to me. Hideyoshi-ni-san, George did really well on his exams, right? You've got to teach me the trick to handling children. Well, it's probably because I got him to understand why he should study. Study isn't worth anything on its own. That's right, the real point of studying is to practice researching stuff on your own whenever you bump into something you don't know. If you can't do that, you can't be useful to society. I'm not talking about math or writing. You gotta learn how to learn. That's splendid. I wish our Jessica could understand that as well. If she is to be the heiress of the Ishiromiya family, then at this rate, do you really have to force her into becoming the successor? After all, a woman has to find a woman's happiness. Parents shouldn't force such things on their children, don't you think? Hold your horses, Ava. Each family has its own way of raising their kids. You shouldn't be pushy. I'm sorry. Natsui-ni-san, don't take it the wrong way. Though the light shining in through the windows was quite warm despite the cloudy weather, there was a dark mood about the room, which was probably causing headaches for more than just Natsui. As if to sweep away that mood, Kairi brightly made a suggestion to all present. Still, the black tea has a really lovely aroma. Let's drink it right away. In Japan, surely you couldn't find something like Leopold's black tea anywhere but Ginza, right? I see. You know a lot about it, Kairi-ni-san. I guess it was worth going to the trouble of buying it. Kairi and Rosa stood up from their seats and made as if to prepare the black tea, but Natsui forestalled them. I thank you both, but we can try that later. One of our people will soon be coming to bring some tea, so please relax. Leave it for later, you two. Let's enjoy our welcome drink. Rudolph gave a subtle signal with his eyes for them to sit down again. Kairi and Rosa understood instantly and obediently returned to their seats. The initial greeting of the guests was complete, so it was time for them to be served some tea. It was embarrassing for the host that the tea was late, especially now the guests were talking about making tea themselves. I think it actually worked out perfect. because it at least allowed them to bring up the conversation. So I'd think, if anything, the tea came precisely on time. Any earlier or any later would have been wrong. Not that there's any way for anybody to know any of these things, but I'm just saying, I think it worked out just fine. Natsui bit her lower lip, frustrated by the ineptitude of the servants who were late bringing in the tea. It's been like 2 minutes. Seeing her face, Ava immediately started to giggle. Of course, Shannon had no way of knowing what was taking place in the parlor. She came pushing a cart piled with the teacups. For no apparent reason, Natsui gave her a pained look, and Shan couldn't help but flinch without knowing what she had done wrong. Apparently existing. Apparently existing is what she did wrong. Because it certainly seems kind of fucked up. Excuse me, your tea is ready. Oh, Shannon-chan, it's been a while. You keep getting prettier every time I see you. Oh, thanks. Save the chatting for after you've set the table. The tea will get cold. I apologize, madam. She apologized like a small, frightened animal, bumped against the serving cart, and made a jarring racket as she dropped several teaspoons. Her clumsiness made Natsui's expression turn even darker, which made Shannon quail even more. Oh no, the solid metal things that weigh like half an ounce fell onto the carpet. Absolutely nothing was damaged in any way, shape, or form by the person who works for you being a human being. You know, I guess the lesson is, how dare she be human? Come on, Natsui-san. There's nothing wrong with her exchanging a few words and greeting. The tea must be plenty cold already, considering how long we've been kept waiting. There's no need to worry. It's not cold yet. Shannon finished setting the table quickly. I'm sorry, madam. Natsui's irritation was obvious by now. The ineptitude that delayed the tea, the clumsiness of the servant. You waited like 30 seconds. And then the person literally dropped unbreakable objects of like no weight onto carpet, damaging nothing, dirtying nothing. And even if she did, it would still have been her job to fix it. And her reaction was, I don't know, treating her like garbage? I don't know. Maybe, am I overreacting here, guys? Like I kind of feel like that. I know I say it often, and you guys are probably tired of hearing it over and over, but I really like the music. If you ask in the comments, I'm sure there's plenty of video games I could suggest from the retro era that I think people would like, but I think the main thing really on my mind right now would be Brave Fencer Musashi and Mega Man Legends. Perhaps the two best games ever made for the PS1. I would say the curator of the museum in that game, very pretty. She is very pretty. You find her painting a portrait of the museum from a ledge. That's a good game. I also feel this is a good game. I will say that Shannon is very pretty, as are many of the women in this. Also, again, I know I've said it before, I like the color purple. This outfit's nice, that outfit's nice. Kyrie's outfit looks really nice. Heck, everyone's clothes look really cool. Everyone's dressed so fancy. Like, everyone looks like so spiffy. Like, everyone looks, I don't know, like their clothes are expensive, I guess. Whereas most of my clothes are stuff that was fairly cheap, and I usually wear for years and years. Like, I mean, heck, Battler. The like suit he's wearing, it's like got like 4 different pieces to it, and like it looks really nice. Like everyone's clothes look really nice. Anyway. See? Now I would show you guys Shannon. Oh, Cannon and Shannon. Wonder if they're siblings. But yeah, this looks nice. The clothes look really nice. And again, I know I've said it before, but like the design here or there, like I like this. Like whatever you describe this aesthetic as, I like it. Huh, there are no tips yet. Neat. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.